Live from the heart of America, I'm Steve Gruber, your soldier of truth, the tip of the spear against the lies out there, lots of them. I'm here ready to fight for you in the foxhole of freedom. Remember to think, my friends, while it's still legal, this is the Steve Gruber Show, and here are three big things you need to know right now to start your day. Number one, Alabama preparing to use a brand new method to put a prisoner to death, pure nitrogen. Create asphyxiation and death. Proponents say it's painless, but critics disagree. Number two, 7 tornadoes in one night sets a new August record for my home state of Michigan. The storms caused at least 5 deaths and left hundreds of thousands in the dark, including me and Ivy for 5 days. I'll get you an update. And number 3, the road to the White House in 2024 is becoming more muddied by the day, it seems. On the left, the Democrats are facing bigger questions from voters and from the groups that have traditionally supported them. It's gotten so bad that many Democrats are joining together with middle-of-the-road Republicans to create this thing called No Labels. It's a group that claims to be nonpartisan, of course, looking to field a presidential candidate next year. The group, in fact, just announcing that it will be holding a nominating convention in April of next year. That will happen in the heart of the primary season for the two major parties and give the group a head start of months because the two major political parties will not hold nominating conventions until the middle of summer. Oh, Democrats and Republicans, No Labels is coming. Can that have an impact? Democrats apparently certainly think so and have been belittling the idea of a new party ever since it came to light, right? They know that it could bleed off a fair amount of support from people that, may have voted for Joe Biden and other liberal Democrats, more so than those that are backing Donald Trump because his supporters are hardcore. And there are a host of other concerns coming to light for the Democrats, the economy for one, which they continue to say is doing great. I'll focus on that more in a moment, but first, it is the groups that the Democrats have taken for granted for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've been alive, that are starting to fracture and leave the left. And they're leaving because there has been so much failure by Joe Biden and his cast of misfit socialists. Here in the heart of the country, I'm talking to people that voted for Joe Biden that are saying if they could do it over again, they would have held their nose and voted for President Trump. Because for them, no matter how much they dislike the guy, he got things done. Gas was $1.50 cheaper a gallon. Eggs weren't $4 and $5 a dozen. And mortgage rates were just over 2%. And today, they're at a 22-year high and rising at 7+%. So when Democrats took those traditional voting blocks for granted, and they see the same things that I am, when they look at those groups now, they see big problems. Big problems, all right? How about this? Black comedian. Now, I'd never heard of this guy, but apparently he's well known in some circles. His name is Clutch Williams. He's among the latest coming out to support Donald Trump's reelection as president. Listen.
But I kind of do. But look, black folks, man, I don't appreciate none of this activity y'all got going on now. Y'all done lock Big Trump up like that. I don't appreciate none of that. Because let me tell y'all something now. These other presidents be saying good stuff to you, but doing bad stuff to you. Trump might be saying some bad stuff, but he was doing some good stuff. Check the records, like in the books. He really was like one of the best presidents we'd had in a long time. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna break it down to get out political with you, but I can prove it. You feel what I'm saying? But man, y'all did, you know, out of all the people this man could have freed, man, he freed Lil Wayne, man, the GOAT, he freed Kodak. You know what I'm saying? And y'all done locked Big Trump up. Y'all got him in Atlanta, man. Free Big Trump. I don't appreciate none of this, man. What y'all done did, man, that man had $1,400 flying out the White House every other week, and this how y'all repaying? He free people, y'all.
So let me just translate real quickly. Saying good things and doing bad stuff to you, or saying bad things and doing good things for you. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Pretty simple. And when the black vote is eroding, that is a sign that bad things are happening to your party. But why should black voters be expected to vote for any single political party anyway? Why? Are they required? No. Why should union workers be expected to support just one political party? It's silly. I mean, look around. This is not John F. Kennedy's Democrat Party. In fact, he wouldn't even recognize this mess that he once led. He wouldn't. He'd go, what is this? And it's not just the black community saying goodbye to Joe Biden. How about Arab voters that are now backing President Trump? Listen to this.
خذها يا ترامب وخلصنا من هالقرف. Trump 2024. Arab for Trump this year. Take this crooked Biden. He don't know how to walk. He don't know how to talk. Take him out 2024. Let's go, everybody. Arab for Trump.
Biden doesn't know how to walk. Biden doesn't know how to talk. Get him out. Trump 2024. If you didn't hear, that's what was said. Now, when it comes to race, the Democrats and their media allies or more accurately, the media whores, are willing to sell themselves in the name of progress. They'll sit right there and lie about very basic things, and they are things that you and I know are flat out false. I mean, seriously, how do they think that they can sell this swill and get away with it, other than the fact that they have for a very long time, right? The NBC racist in chief, speaking of, black voters and Arab voters and so forth, the NBC racist in chief is Chuck Todd. And he tries to blame hate crimes only on the right, ignoring very important facts. And Vivek Ramaswamy, well, he just smashes him on that point. It's kind of fun. Watch this.
There are more race-based violent crimes on the right than on the left. Why is this a lot more pervasive on the right?
Well, the fact of the matter is, I think that there's a lot more violence that's also pervasive in parts of the country that supposedly are left-wing voter bases. So I don't think this is a left versus right issue, and I don't think we should try to politicize this through partisan goggles either, Chuck, especially in the wake of a tragedy like this one. The fact is there are more black men dying on the south side of Chicago.
Do you ignore the elements that allowed this manifesto to spread online, and that it does feel as if social media connects some of these hateful ideologies?
Well, the fact of the matter is I do think we have two standards that we're even applying if we're having a conversation about manifestos. We still have not yet even seen the manifesto of that transgender shooter in Nashville of a Christian school, and yet here we're focusing on the motive. So if we want to look at this through a politicized lens, let's look at what the political media and the political establishment is doing differentially in how they analyze different crimes and then create a new narrative around it.
Yeah, there you have it. He hammered him well, and I appreciate that. And one of the things, and I'm going to get to this, I'm going to hold this till after the break, because I want you to hear this in totality. You look at the price of everything, right? You look at the price of gasoline. What is it, $1.70? Let me see. It was $2.29 a gallon. I keep this posted on my wall over here. $2.29 a gallon it was on January the 21st, 2021. Mortgage rates. The average for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was 2.25%, 2.25%. That's how low it was for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. Yeah, got down to almost 2%. Now it's at 7.123 and climbing. Mortgage rates are increasing. Grocery rates, you know what's happening there, of course, and it's all out of control. But one of the biggest problems is housing. Kids are born into towns all over this country now, and they can't afford to live there. They are born, they go to high school, they graduate, and the rates for housing have gone so far beyond what is possible that kids growing up in certain parts of America can't live in those parts of America anymore. We'll talk about that. It's really a frightening trend that's happening, and there's a reason for it, a couple of them. One of them I'm going to tell you about after the break here on the Steve Gruber Show.